Lip blush is one of my favourite treatments to perform. It's where long-lasting colour is implanted into the lips to give them more shape, definition and colour. The microneedling effect of this treatment can also leave them a little bigger long term, but every time I do it to my clients, I'm jealous. I decided it was high time I went to my best friend and mentor, Jessica Graham at Totally Deluxe, to get my own lips blushed and show you exactly what happens both in the treatment and in the healing. So here's what my lips look like before. They do have a mil of filler in, but it is about a year old. There's slightly more volume on one side, and they have a good colour. The first step was to measure those lips and get them more evened out. Measuring them accurately and evening them up can make them look more full as well. When we were happy with the shape, we numbed them and then got going. The numbing worked really well, and for the bottom lip I couldn't feel it at all. By the time we moved to the top lip in the centre, that was a little bit more sensitive, but nothing that I couldn't handle. But I'm very pale and I swelled. I swelled a lot. Now I'm used to seeing this, so it didn't shock me, but here is actually how I looked afterwards. Most people will not swell up as much as this. I'm just one of those sensitive people, and swelling normally goes down in about an hour or two. However, that evening I was still quite swollen, and some of the broken capillaries at the edge make the line look less crisp than it actually was. What I want to add though is at no point did that swelling hurt. So I'm on my first day post-treatment, and I think my lips are looking great. I think they might be a tiny bit still swollen. I'm just one of those people that's a little bit on the swelly side. I'm very pale, I'm very sensitive, but actually they're feeling great. They feel a little bit tight, but not painful at all. And not quite as thirsty as I thought they would be. I thought they'd be needing more balm at this point. So I'll keep you updated with tomorrow, but so far they feel fantastic. Day 2 and I'm just about to start work, so everything's looking great. They feel a little bit dry, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be. Clients often tell me that they feel like their lips are endlessly thirsty. But this to me feels no worse than if you've just been out in the cold weather for a bit. In fact, it feels less sore than chapped lips. The little broken capillaries that I had near my cupid's bow, which are really common, they're starting to calm down a bit, so the line is looking a little bit crisper. No flaking as yet. I'll keep you posted. Day 3 of my lip blush treatment, and there's not really much to say. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than this. I thought they were going to feel drier. I thought it was going to be much more like chapped lips when you've been outside a lot, but it really isn't. They're slightly dry, and I've kept on top of it with the aftercare. I give my clients loads of aftercare, and I've actually realised it's just not needed. It's not as dry as I thought it was going to be. There's a little bit of flaking today, but they're not even really patchy. That's it really, not much to report. So I'm about a week healed now after my lip blush treatment, and as you can see it looks great. It's a really nice colour of pink, it's really lovely and even, and I've had nothing else to report. It's a little bit of an anticlimax really, because I had made this video diary to show you exactly what happens in a lip blush healing, so that I could maybe show you the patchiness, the flaking skin, and I haven't had any of it, none at all. My lips felt a little bit tight for maybe a couple of days, but nothing as bad as chapped lips from being outside in winter or anything like that, and they certainly never felt like they were cracking, and it was nothing that the aftercare couldn't cope with. Just 3 times a day, it was really easy. But also, I can tell my clients that even if you swell up like I did, that doesn't hurt. It just feels, a little bit tight. So I'd have absolutely no problems saying that this is going to be a really, really easy heal for you. Hope you like the results. And here's the final result, which could last 3 to 5 years.